If you are in business and you are an entrepreneur, I know one of your main thing is trying to figure out how to increase your income, how to increase your sales, how to increase your revenue. That's something that's probably in the back of your mind almost every single day. So, in today's episode, that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about how you can increase your sales. So, I'm Anne Jean Pierre with the Godly Business Podcast, where we discuss sales fundamentals with godly principles. I'm also coach and sales consultant with the Better Saleswomen. So, without further ado, we're going to go into the conversation on 4 ways you can increase your income. So, the first one is pretty obvious, and it's probably something that you're thinking about all the time. How do I get more clients? How do I get more clients? So, this I want to talk about and look at it from two different perspectives. Yes, getting more clients is a great way to increase your revenue. We all want more clients. But I'm going to talk about in the next couple of steps ways for you to not necessarily need more clients, more new clients, if that makes sense. So, but let's start with that first one, right? So, getting more clients, closing more clients. So, of course, one of the ways you can do that is running more ads, trying to get more leads in order for you to contact more customers, you know, and things like that. That is one way of doing it. However, that way can cut into your revenue, right? Because now you have to pay for more marketing and more advertising. So while this is a way to get more customers in the door and more prospects to close, you do also have to keep in mind that that way also can, cut into your revenue because you have to pay for ads. An alternative to doing that would be to use your current customers. Listen, in business, word of mouth is golden, right? So, word of mouth is golden for multiple facets. Now you have your own current clients, current customers bragging for you, right? So, that is even better. And this is also why you see so many websites have, customers' testimonials, because testimonials is pretty much saying, hey, I've had such a great experience with this person, with this business. I think you will too, right? So, of course, word of mouth is probably the best marketing that you can do. So, how do you get maybe more of your customers to do that, to refer other people to you? So that's one way of doing marketing, right, without having to spend so much money. So one of the ways is probably to maybe do some type of incentive to get your current clients to push out the message for you, maybe by giving them a discount or some type of you know some type of incentive, right? To kind of push your program out there. Because if my friend recommend me to someone, I will most likely go to that person versus if I see an ad, if that makes sense. So it is always a good idea to look at what can you use that you currently have, which is your current customers, your current clients, that you may be able to get them to refer you and find a way to incentivize that so it could be a win-win for everyone, right? So that's one way. Instead of trying to run more ads to get new customers, see if you can use your current clients as your source, your marketing source. Okay, so that's the first thing. Now, the second thing is still using your current clients. Listen, as I mentioned before, your current client is cheaper to keep your current clients than it is to get a new client. I don't remember where I read this, but what it was saying is like it costs you 3 times more to get a new client and through the door than to sell to your current client. Something like that, the article was saying, right? So by the time you run the ads, do your funnel for the client to come in and become, paid to become a client, um, it costs you a lot, right? So versus the current client that you have. So, how do you increase your revenue with your current clients? There are different ways you could do that. one, this person already had service with you, right? So of course they like you, they know what you're about. Again, that's why they're doing the referral, right? But now see what other services can you offer to that particular client? Where are some gaps in your services that that client may be looking for elsewhere because you don't provide that service? And then look, is that something that you could potentially offer to them to where they can stay in-house versus going somewhere else to get that service? So that's one way for you to upsell, if you will, to your existing client. And that will also help to increase your revenue. So look at what your current clients are. Maybe they've worked with you on your package and they did, option two of your package. Maybe now it's time to talk to them about expanding their services that you offer them, and see maybe now it's time for them to go to the package, if you will, right? That they could now add more of those services. So, for example, if you were just doing website design for this client and he or she is super stoked and super happy, but you also do social media marketing, right? Digital marketing. So maybe now it's time to pivot and say, hey, this is something that I also offer, and I can help you with that as well, right? So they've worked with you before. If they love what you did, most likely they'll be like, you know what? Maybe I will sign up for this service with you as well. So look to see what your current clients or past clients that you've helped, look into your old leads. Sometimes the person that you talked to 2 months ago was not ready, was not interested quite yet, but maybe now they are. So don't forget to reach out and look into your old leads, right? To see who may be willing now. Maybe now is the best time, is better timing for them. So don't forget to go back and dust off those old leads to try to get more people in the door. The thing I love about old leads, you already paid for it, right? So it's not like you have to repay for it. You already have their contact and everything like that. You already have some information of what they were looking for. Maybe the way you presented your offer wasn't the best. Now that you maybe you have a better understanding of what they're looking for, now that you've done this a little bit longer, you can reach out to your old prospects and from your leads and see, hey, how can I help now? How maybe I can reposition my services to better help this prospect and turn them into a client, right? So, upselling to your existing client, dusting off your old leads is a great way to get more clients and customers in the door, and therefore increasing your sale. The third thing, we kind of already talked about it, is to offer different products or services, right? So if you see one of the telltale sign that you need to add, potentially look into adding a service, is if you hear people asking you about that service all the time, but you don't offer it. You might want to consider, hey, maybe this is something I need to consider offering. And this is something I've told a past client before, right? So this is where people would come to her asking her like, "Hey, do you do this as well? Do you do this as well?" And she was like, "No, I don't do that." And I had to tell her like, "Tell them yes, you do." Here's the thing. This is something that even if you don't do it, let's say you have a friend or another customer, not customer, another business owner that you know that's like does this. Sign up with a referral program with that person, right? So for example, let's say I because I deal with a lot of entrepreneurs, right? In my network group, we talk a lot about multiple different business stuff, right? I don't do estate planning, but I know someone else who does. So I can say, hey, actually, I can definitely help you with that. Let me refer you to so and so who can who is an expert in the field, blah blah blah, and then refer them. The referral programs, you can do a partnership with that person to get money whenever you refer someone. So that person just have to let you know, hey, I referred to so and so. And we see this all the time online, right? Like, you watching a YouTube video, they're like, hey, this person sponsors you. If you use their link, you get paid. Same concept, just look at it in a from virtual to real life, right? So if you see that people are coming to you all the time asking you for this service that you don't do and you don't offer, that's fine. That is an opportunity. Either can you actually learn it to start offering it since your current customers or prospects are asking you for that service, or if it's not necessarily your niche, it's not something you want to get into, it's not something that you do, figure out someone in your market that does it and give them start doing a referral to where they give you money for each referral. So that's another way of increasing your sales, increasing your revenue, by just doing that referral. You pretty much are doing the exact same thing, right? That I said in part two, where you are asking your customers to give a referral. Now you giving other businesses referrals, so therefore you get an incentive and you get paid for that too. So I hope that makes sense. So this is the third thing on how to increase your revenue. Either offer more products or services, looking at your current clients, seeing what other thing that you can offer them, and things like that. The last one is something that we all see all the time, and I'm pushing every person, if you can, in your business to try and go this way. It is to start a subscription service. The subscription service is a forever type, revenue source. Forever in quotation, of course. But here's the thing, right? As we can see, everything is going through that stage of subscription. There's subscription for everything. I mean, Walmart, for goodness sake, started a subscription service just to check out. Okay. I mean, listen. So therefore, this is something you really have to see. How would it make sense in your business? It may not, right? It may not, but could it make sense? If it does, this is something that you should really, I would encourage you to really look into, because subscription is the new way, right? So find ways in which you can get your customers and uh, clients to sign up for the the program. See how it would make sense for them and how you can help them with their sales. Okay, that is one way of like a forever flow, river flow of money that can come into your account, and that will increase your sales as well. So find ways to do um, a subscription service. Now, especially for services, I think this would be a great way to do it. Even coaches and consultants, um, if you look at it from a different, I can't talk today, y'all. I'm sorry. If you look at it from the perspective like um, you may start thinking like, okay, how do I do a subscription service for um, coaching and consulting when I'm just that, a coach and consulting, right? There are courses that you can do a subscription for. You can do it to where they have certain access to certain products all the time, access to certain events and things like that. So there are multiple ways you could look at it to try and get your a subscription program with yourself. So those are the four ways that you can totally increase your sale. One is to close more clients. We know that is to close more clients, but again, instead of looking at it from I have to go get more clients, just see if maybe you can use your current customers as a referral point so you can reduce your cost on the advertising. Second is upselling your current customers. See what old customers that you may have had, that your current customers that you have, maybe you can upsell them to a current program or a new program that you're rolling out in order for you to increase your sales. The other one is to offer more services, right? Offer more products, offer more services to your customers that you're having. See if you can't do it and they keep asking you, figure out a way to capitalize on that money. It's pretty much money sitting right there. If someone's keep coming to you, asking you for something that you do not do, ding dong, either offer it or find someone who sells it and then attach your name to that to get some paycheck. Okay. And then lastly is to figure out a way to start a subscription program, because that is where the world is moving to. It is a great option to increase your revenue. So this one was short today, but I wanted to give you guys 4 ways on how to increase your sales. I hope you guys got some good information out of this. I pray that you guys have a successful week and a successful business this week. Of course, always remember that if you need help, you can ask God. He will teach you, He will guide you, and He will counsel you in the way that you should go. All you have to do is ask. Well, that's it for me, you guys. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to me, not speak with me. I was speaking to you. Anyways, have a great, amazing day. God bless.